let's do this. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Dixon and I'm here for another video. Today we'll be checking a video of Sean Connery around the 1987s, where he had an interview with a lady and they were talking about things concerning masculinity, concerning women, concerning relationships. So it's a little dated even before I was born. Not too far from when I was born, but if you hold the same views, people will consider you misogynist or chauvinistic or different kind of things. So let's check out the video and see if it is dated or he's actually spitting out some truth.
Friendship of men.
Oh yeah, I like that. I think that's one of the pleasures of golf as well. I'm not mad. I don't like playing golf with women, no matter how good they are. I really don't.
Your wife plays golf.
She's a very good golfer, yeah.
You don't like to play with
very
her?
often with her, no.
Why not?
Because I don't like playing golf with women.
Why not?
I like the company of men better at golf.
Why?
It's very difficult to explain. It's just it's more pleasurable playing golf with men than women.
Years ago, you did an interview.
She's taking issue with the fact that he likes playing with men and not women. Why? I know the reason, but let's keep going.
Which may come back to haunt you. What, you know what I'm going to say, right?
No.
Okay. You did an interview in which you said, not the worst thing to slap a woman now and then. As I remember, you said you don't do it with a clenched fist. It's better to do it with an open hand. Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he made a comment that there are some reasons where you can slap a woman, and it's not with a clenched fist, but a slap. So if you look at this without thinking into it, you feel like, okay, he's advocating for beating women without any reason. But let's see if he can defend it.
And
I didn't love that.
I haven't changed my opinion.
You haven't?
No. Not at all.
You think it's good to slap a woman?
No, I don't think it's good. I
don't think it's bad?
I don't think it's that bad. I think that it depends entirely on the circumstances and if it merits it. Yeah.
What would merit it?
Well,
what will merit a man slapping a woman? But also, what will merit a woman slapping a man? It happens, but let's see how he defends it.
you have tried everything else, and women are pretty good at this, they can't leave it alone. They want to have the last word, and you give them the last word, but they're not happy with the last word. They want to say it again and get into a really provocative situation. Then I think it's absolutely right.
To give her a good slap?
Yeah, absolutely.
What if she gives you a good slap back?
Well, then you get into another area. I mean, then maybe she's getting to like it, and then it becomes something else. I don't know. But
so he's saying if you get into a situation where you have a conversation and the woman doesn't agree, and you more or less concede, and she keeps persisting and getting in your face, then it warrants a slap. I myself, I don't think I will do that. I will just get out of the room and get out of the whole situation. But he's old-fashioned, and in his own world and his own time, it is more or less acceptable. There's also not a good thing, a reason why a woman should keep getting in your face when you've already conceded defeat. So he's saying if that is the case, where she's like not letting you go and more or less still getting in your face, then it warrants a slap. It's more or less like you're getting into my boundary. I've conceded, there is no more war to be won. Then if you still persist, I will just treat you like I would treat a man or any other person. I do not subscribe, but I do not see anything wrong with it either.
Seriously, I think that it's the last resort. He's not going to do it because he wants to do it.
Wait till people see this interview. You're going to get mail.
So he's also saying it's a last resort. It's not something that people want to do, because I know people will get so defensive and be like, how would you advocate for slapping a woman? Try to imagine it. If you are a woman, a man gets in your face and you say, okay, I concede, let me go. And he keeps getting in your face and he doesn't want to let it go. Would you push the man away or slap him and run away or something like that? I'm guessing you would do that. So imagine a man doing the same thing, or rather a woman doing the same thing to a man, getting in his face. I've already told you what I will do in this current situation. I will leave there and get out of there. But if there is nowhere to go, what should a man do? It's not a good experience. A man will never take it from another man. Why should he take it from a woman? Because when a woman gets into his face and starts being provocative, it's not going to be a pleasant kind of provocation. So that's what he's saying. It's not something that we look forward to. It's more or less like a last resort.
It's the last resort. He's not going to do it because he wants to do it. Huh?
Wait till people see this interview. Are you going?
I wish people will give men a little more nuance when they talk about things like this. But the current situation we are, rather the current world we are, is very feminist, and men are treated like second-hand citizens and not even listened to.
To get male.
Might get some female. Well.
Do you ever slap your wife?
No.
No, she doesn't provoke it.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, she takes me to the wire. She's very, she's very much got her own views and opinion and everything, and she's French, and they're quite pragmatic, and but no, I mean, she's tiny anyway, and but I have a very violent temper. I have, and I wouldn't want to start hitting. But I'm also quite strong.
So you see, he's more or less not advocating a man beating a woman or slapping a woman. He's just more or less saying there are some situations that warrant it. That's all. He himself, he also said his wife is also very opinionated also. She's French, and French people, they don't more or less hide their emotions concerning you. When they think you suck, they'll tell you suck. And he himself has never gotten to the stage where he will slap his wife. So when people say this, is not always in the dynamic of husband-wife kind of dynamic. It is more or less man-woman. If a woman provokes a man, she deserves a slap. That is, if the man has let go and say, okay, you win, let me be, stay on your lane, but she keeps provoking him, that's what he's saying. She deserves a slap.
What makes your marriage work?
That my wife has a lot of interests and things. She's totally absorbed with me.
She asked, let me see her face. Look at her face. She asked, what makes your marriage work? And maybe she's probably expecting him to say he lays down his life for his wife and treats her like a queen and all that kind of thing. The summary of what he just said is his wife cares about him. That's why their marriage works. And she's surprised.
And we have enough separations that we've been doing some things all the time, so we come back here, there's always something to talk about. I couldn't be with the same person all day, every day. It would bore me to tears.
Do you believe in fidelity?
Do I believe in fidelity?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe in fidelity, yeah.
Your wife is totally absorbed in you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you totally absorbed in your wife?
As much as I can be, yeah. But as I say, I have to go. For example, if I go to make a film, she doesn't come with me the first week. I can come and go and do exactly what I need to do to get it right, for me. And she understands that. And so she has sufficient interest in things herself anyway, not to need to be sitting there.
I swore when I was preparing the questions for this interview that I would not use the phrase male chauvinist. But you are a male chauvinist.
Yeah, this woman hates him because of this interview. Because of the fact that he more or less thinks his wife gives him all the attention, all the love that he needs. And with the way he's saying it, it's looking as if he's not doing the exact reciprocation of what she's doing. But what people should also understand is men and women are different. We are different. The way we show love, the way we interact, the way we see the world, it's different. So you should not expect the same thing. The way the woman treats the man should be the same way the man will treat the woman, or else he cannot be a man. But let's see if he can defend this accusation of him being a male chauvinist.
All right, and what is a male chauvinist?
Well, it's a guy who it's that sort of macho, women are kind of nice as long as they're not too much around, and a good whack. And
I never said that. I never said that.
Well, you said you don't mind giving him a little whack.
No, you're lifting it right out of context.
Okay, then you tell me. So
no, you tell me what you I don't profess to be macho. I don't profess to walk around smacking her. I never smacked my wife.
It's the
I'm
attitude.
saying
It's the attitude.
the attitude.
To hell with the attitude. What is the attitude? What is he saying? It's like somebody telling you ABC. I had this issue before where I will be telling a particular friend of mine, a lady, that this is what I mean. She will more or less get angry because of the tone or the way I said it, or if I said it in one way before I misspoke and I corrected myself. She will not hold me on the thing I really mean, but rather the misspoken, or rather the misspeaking that I did before. She will hold me on that mistake that I made as if it is the truth. And I will tell this lady, please, I've clarified myself. This was what I meant. Stop holding me on something that I corrected myself for. I'm not that eloquent to get all my thoughts across. I have already corrected myself, but she kept holding me on that mistake that I made. And this is what men in general don't like. When we try to tell you that this is the way we see things, and you more or less want to say, I feel you are saying this thing, then you are more or less misinterpreting everything we just said. It's like you're not even listening, you don't care. It's what is in your mind that you want to more or less reflect back to us, or say, although you are saying A, but I feel you are saying B. So in other words, you are saying B. So I don't like that aspect of anything, and I feel that's what this lady is doing, and he is trying to clarify himself here.
Oh, you mean my attitude should be different when I'm talking about women?
No, it's okay.
Oh,
It's
what do you
just,
mean?
well,
I don't like playing golf with women. That's a crime.
Abby?
I don't go and insist playing with them. So why should they come insist playing with me? Also, in the golf club, when there's a room for men only, I think it's terrific. And why would they want to go in if they're not wanted there? Eh? Now, I suppose I could go and say, well, where's the ladies' club here? I must go and get some games of these wonderful 36 handicappers. And, you know what I mean?
equal time,
Coming up with
equal rights.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the Equal Rights Amendment? Do you know that the amendment we're trying to have passed in our country?
Well, I think it's unequal rights now with the women. I think they've got everything going for them.
You do, huh?
It gets into... I think that you should get paid if you do the equal job, yeah. I know I work harder and earn more money to make things happen, which has been my role since I can remember. And if the guy is going to be the one that's got to go out and do the work to feed everybody so that they can have the kids or go to school or have a car or whatever, then they have to give him a primary consideration. No? Now, there are some exchange in the roles where the wife says, okay, I'm going to work and you can do the cooking and bring up the kids. Well, if some men are suited for that, I think it's terrific. I don't think I'd be very good at that.
I don't think you'd be very good at that either.
Then it's better I should do something I'm good at. Then she would be happy too, no?
What about both working and both helping at the house and both helping with the kids?
Well, that happens in part.
Do you respect a woman's opinion as much as a man's?
But of course.
Okay.
Of course, why wouldn't I?
All right.
But you know, there are stupid women, eh?
And there are stupid
stupid men.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you
We haven't cornered the market on all our faults, eh?
we've been talking somewhat seriously, but somewhat teasingly too. Do you mind when someone says you're a male chauvinist? You've heard it before.
I don't mind, honestly. No.
Sean, what do you think is the biggest fault, in your opinion, that a person can have?
The biggest fault?
Yeah.
You mean other than being a chauvinist
Other
pig?
than being a chauvinist pig, yeah. Pig is a word I didn't use.
Stupid. I hate stupidity more than anything.
Finish this for me. Sean Connery is...
Almost a male chauvinist pig.
Always the male chauvinist. Is that what she said? Damn, this one is awesome. So that's the end of the video. If you people want to check the video out, I'll be leaving it down at the description below. The one thing I want you people to take out of this is when men stand up for a particular standard, it's not always to bring down women. It is that we more or less want things to remain the same. So if you want equality, a man will treat you the same way he treats a woman, a man rather. So we should not more or less attack men when we more or less put things in context. And also, Sean Connery is awesome. He was very, very, very stoic throughout the whole exchange, even though the woman tried more or less to make him uncomfortable and also accuse him of things he was not promoting. Anyhow, if you people like this video, please leave me a like, share, and subscribe to my channel to see more of these videos. Please leave your comments down below, and I will see you guys and gals later. Bye bye.